In the autumn of 1688, England stood at a crossroads between crown and country, religion and power, legacy and change. Across Europe, the wars of Louis XIV stretched diplomats and armies, while William of Orange watched for any opening to check French dominance. At home, James II alarmed Protestant elites by promoting Catholics to office and asserting prerogative powers over Parliament and the law. Fear of an absolute Catholic monarchy collided with memories of Elizabethan and Stuart rule, and whispers turned to plans among England's elites. A secret invitation crossed the Channel. A coalition of politicians offered William a chance to intervene and rescue Protestant liberties. Pamphlets, sermons and rumour primed London and the provinces, preparing a stage where loyalty could pivot overnight. William of Orange assembled a cautious expedition balancing risk and opportunity as European balance of power hung in the balance. His motive combined faith and strategy to secure Protestant England as a bulwark against French expansion under Louis XIV. On November 5, 1688, William landed at Torbay, a calculated moment that set a rapid political chain reaction in motion. As William marched inland, notable English officers and nobles began to defect, their oaths of fealty shifting like weather vanes. James sought to rally support and negotiate, but momentum favoured the invader and the network of conspirators at home. Parliamentarians and bishops weighed treason against salvation, deciding whether to rescue the realm or preserve dynastic sanctity. Faced with defections and dwindling authority, James fled to France in December 1688, leaving a vacuum that needed legitimizing. Parliament convened a settlement and drafted the Declaration of Right, asserting legal limits on the Crown. Quote, that the pretended power of suspending of laws or the execution of laws by regal authority without consent of Parliament is illegal. William and Mary were offered the throne as joint sovereigns in early 1689, a political compromise and a new constitutional experiment. Their acceptance came with conditions. Parliament would assert supremacy and protect rights in ways the Stuart kings had resisted. Across Europe, reaction ranged from calculated approval to alarm, as diplomats recalibrated alliances around a newly constitutional England. The settlement aimed for legitimacy rather than conquest, a legal framing to replace the divine right of unbounded kingship. William's motives were geopolitical. Securing a Protestant ally and building a coalition to oppose France defined his strategic calculus. Mary faced a wrenching dilemma: loyalty to her father and kinship against a sense of duty to the English Protestant settlement. For many English politicians, the choice was practical: preserve property, influence and Protestant worship by substituting a pliant crown for an absolutist one. Was it betrayal or realpolitik? The moral answer depended on perspective. Jacobites cried treason, Whigs hailed rescue and reform. Contemporaries mobilized pamphlets and sermons to justify their stance, shaping public opinion in a battle for legitimacy and memory. Ultimately, political self-preservation and strategic interest braided into a settlement that many later called glorious and others bitterly called betrayal. The Bill of Rights in 1689 codified limits on the Crown, protected parliamentary privilege, and set legal precedents for liberty. Constitutionally, the revolution shifted sovereignty toward Parliament and established principles that influenced liberal thought across Europe. But the settlement had costs. Ireland and Scotland experienced violent repercussions as resistance met William's military campaigns. The Battle of the Boyne in 1690 typified those consequences, a decisive moment for William but a long grievance for Jacobites. William's wider wars against France reshaped European alliances and obliged England to modernize finance and military administration. 5 centuries later, the dilemma endures. Was it the greatest royal betrayal or the birth of constitutional Britain? The answer lies in perspective and consequence.